In this video, we're going to take a look at how to use Google's advanced search settings to find the perfect image that meets the criteria to use in Tinkercad and can be converted from two-dimensional to three-dimensional. So we're going to start by looking for some of these criteria in our search, and there's a couple ways we can do that. And so I know that I want to make, I'm going to make some type of fish. So I'm just going to type in fish, but in order to get the image type that I'm looking for, we want something that has a lot of darkness to it, something that's very opaque and not a lot of negative space. So I'm going to add the keyword silhouette, and that should help give me some images that are a little bit more in line with what I'm looking for. A little bit of negative space is fine, but too much is not going to give us points to attach our hinges throughout the image or throughout the object. So we can see here we've got some good options, but we want to search just images, not everything. And then we're going to go over here to settings, and this is where we're going to be able to filter a little bit more. So we'll go down to advanced search, and we're still looking for a fish silhouette. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we're going to change these last two filters. We're going to change the file type to just SVG files, and we're going to change usage rights to Creative Commons licenses so we don't violate any copyright laws. Then we can hit advanced search, and we get some different options here. Now, the really key piece is that we have an image that is an SVG file because it's the only type of file that will upload into Tinkercad as an image. So we want to make sure that we've got the correct file type. And this one looks good. It's got a nice transparent background here. And if I right click and go to save image as, it's going to automatically tell me the name of the file, and then it's going to have the code at the end that tells me the file type. And so I know that that is an SVG. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So I can hit save, but pay attention to where you're saving because you're going to need to pull this image later when you get back into Tinkercad. By default on the Chromebooks, it's going to go to your downloads, and that's a perfectly fine place to keep it. If you think you're going to be working on this project from a bunch of different devices, you might want to save it to your drive so it's accessible from anywhere. We want to avoid anything that says PNG or JPG. Those PNGs and JPEG files are going to be images that aren't usable in Tinkercad. So I'll go ahead and save that. Here's a different example that has a white background but would still be usable in Tinkercad. So we'll right click, save image as, and again, it is an SVG.